So we wanted to take a few minutes today and talk to you about field education. Oftentimes students have questions concerning field as they're concerned about how they'll fit it into their everyday schedule, whether that be into their job, working with their families, all that sort of thing. Here in the MSW program, we do our best to make field doable, and we wanted to explain some things to you early on so that you're ready and you can be thinking about placement, where you want to do placement, and how that will work for you. Here at Concord, we have two different tracks. We have the foundation track and the advanced standing track. Students who come in at the foundation level do not have a bachelor's of social work degree and come from a different background. Therefore, you'll actually do two different placements over the course of the time that you're in the program here at Concord. In the first year, in the foundation year, your placement is normally 20 hours per week in the spring and first summer term of that first year. The expectations are that you're in a placement with someone who has an MSW, and you're there doing things that are at the foundation social work level. If you are someone who is wanting to do placement somewhere where you're also employed, that is a possibility. However, those 20 hours must be outside of your regular work activities, and you're doing something that's totally new learning for you.
It's also important to note that you have to receive prior approval from Professor Allen before you enter a work placement.
Absolutely, that's very important. Another issue with that is the person who is your field instructor needs to have an MSW with 2 years postgraduate experience, but that person shouldn't be your regular job supervisor. If you have any questions about where to do placement or if your employer is appropriate for that, let me know and we'll work through those. Now, we also have folks who will be starting advanced placement this fall. Normally, if you start the program in the fall and come in as advanced standing, you actually start placement in the spring semester. And you do placement in the spring, summer 1 and summer 2 for 21 hours per week. The same rules basically apply. If you're wanting to do an employer-based placement, the same thing. You have to do activities that are outside of field. They're outside of your job. We have to pre-approve those, and you also have to have an MSW with 2 years experience to be your field instructor. Those of you who start in the foundation year, you'll start your advanced field the following fall normally, and you'll be in field fall, spring, and summer 1 for 16 hours per week. I understand that can get a bit confusing, but let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to answer those and help you walk through the process. But for those of you who are starting the program this fall, if you're in foundation or if you're in advanced, you'll be starting field in the spring, which means you need to apply for field by October 15th. That application is online, and if you can't find that link, let me know and I'll be happy to help provide that to you. And one other thing to keep in mind, and it's a question I get frequently, is someone has somewhere they want to do placement, but an MSW is not employed there. Don't let that be a deal breaker for you, as sometimes we can get someone to be an off-site field instructor, but there's rules and guidelines that we have to go through on that, and I'll always look at those at a case-by-case basis and see what we can work out. But again, don't let field overwhelm you. There's lots of ways that we can work things out to work into your schedule and into your life. But just remember that field is a class, and it's a truly important part of the MSW experience, as the CSWE calls it, our signature pedagogy of social work education.
All right.